welcome to Teesside Rising, Caroline.
Hello.
And would you like to introduce yourself and say what your art form is?
Oh, yeah, my name is Caroline Walling, and I'm a performance poet and writer.
Yay! And you are. When and how did you first get involved in A, poetry, and B, performance poetry?
Well, I think it first started around 2017, 2018. I started doing some workshops with Natalie Scott. She did some pen power workshops, and I just thought, well, I'll go along. I've always enjoyed writing, and I was encouraged through that. And then, I had to look this up, but it was only last year, January 2019. I know, yeah. I know, and it seems like a lifetime away.
It does.
It does. And I took some friends to see one of Natalie's performances of Rare Birds at the Arc for the suffragette movement.
Yes.
And I was approached by Kirsten and Diane.
Diane Casey. Oh yeah. She ropes everyone in.
So we were chatting away, and I was saying, oh well, yeah, I do write, kind of, and all of this kind of stuff. And they were trying to encourage me to go and join the Tees Women Poets. They were like, you sound like just the person who would really enjoy it. But in the end, it was my friend who I took with me, Beth. I was sat there going, oh, I don't know, I'm not really very good, and and I only came to support Natalie and all of this. And my friend just looked at me and she said, if your kids said that, like, oh, I'm not good enough, yes, I don't know whether I should. She said, what would you say to them? And of course,
yeah, of course you would, yeah.
Here we are. Yeah, and so I went, do you know what? You're right. And so I started performance poetry really because I started the TWP.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's amazing. Yeah. Oh, you're frozen.
So are you, actually. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you're like, your face has just gone. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah, we're all
You're back. You're back. It's probably because I'm on my phone. I used to do it on my laptop, but I'm rearranging my house at the moment. I've lost my camera. I don't know where it is. It's like it's in a box somewhere. So yeah.
You've gone for that full throttle arrangement where you just lose everything trying to make it.
Yeah, I've lost everything. So that's probably why we're freezing up. What inspired you to get involved then? Was that it? Going to see Natalie and meeting Diane and Kirsten?
I think that was a key aim. I mean, probably like a lot of people who write, I would say I've always written.
Yeah.
I've always been interested in the written word. But in my teenage years, I got a bit lambasted and I got a bit put off, and people saw me as a bit of a nerd, so you go through that awkward teenagey group, and I stopped writing, but I've always loved the written word.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think going back with going to Natalie and that, I just thought, well, you know what? I really used to love writing. And I still wrote, but it used to be just because I suffer from like depression and anxiety and stuff. All I would write would just be when I got really angry.
Yeah.
I would vent it on the page, and that's all it ever got to, silly little things like that. And I never thought anything of it. But yeah, it's definitely meeting those women.
Yeah, see, great women. Women, man. We're going to take over, you blokes, just to watch.
Definitely.
So who are your major influences or inspirations? And that doesn't have to be any writers. It could be anybody that inspires you in your work.
I mean, without sounding corny, I would definitely say all of you lot in the TWP. And Natalie's
that's not corny, that's beautiful.
It's just because really my own sense of I can do this. And a reality check as well. It's like, I mean, who the hell doesn't want to win a Booker Prize or something like that?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a reality check as well, isn't it? It's like if one person gets something from your words, that's almost like a Booker Prize every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think absolutely. That grounded me a bit. And help me settle my expectations. So I think they definitely you lot, the TWP. I mean, in a wider reading world, I've always been a huge fan of Terry Pratchett. I love Terry Pratchett.
Oh yeah.
And I love Roald Dahl. He's just such a great writer. He's so funny. Poetry, I wouldn't even actually say I had that many poets, because my better experience of poetry has come in the last 2 years, but now I am into it. I absolutely love Mary Oliver. I was introduced to her through Natalie, and she gave us Wild Geese as one of her workshops, and it blew me away. I was just, oh my goodness, this is fabulous. Yeah, so I really love her, and I love Maya Angelou. I love as well. I really like her.
I think it's nice that it's all women. Well, the poets anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. There's some amazing women poets out there.
There is.
Wow.
There is at the moment. Yeah, it's crazy. It's quite crazy, isn't it? Yeah, there's so much to take from, isn't there? Self-taught. Now I've just noticed the other day I saw something about you doing an MA.
I am. Yeah.
How's that going?
It's all right, actually. As if I didn't have enough to do working as a full-time teacher again.
Best time to do things when you've got no time.
I know. Well, that's it. I just took the plunge. I thought, well, if I'm not doing the TWP and I'm not doing, any performance shows at the moment, do you know what? Now's the right time. So, and going back to do some supply. I wasn't going to do any supply teaching, but I said, well, if I do supply teaching, it'll pay for this MA. So I was like, yeah, hell, I'll do it. So up until that, I'd say I was self-taught.
Yeah.
Nobody really instructed me. The only instruction I ever got was off my primary school teacher, Mrs. Morris, who would take in any little bits of written work that I'd done, and she'd mark it for me and give it back, which was really, really sweet of her.
That is sweet. We see that's so sweet that you remember that. You know what I mean? So
I love Mrs. Morris. I love a couple of years ago.
So you've just started your MA, so it'll be a while before. Yeah. And how do you feel? It's how's it going for you? Are you enjoying it?
Oh, I'm loving it. It's not a chore at all. I did that summer school, that Bob Beagry, he turned out to be the tutor on the summer school. And of course it was lockdown and stuff. And I thought, oh, sod it. Yeah, why not? It's like 50 quid, I'll do it. And it was so enjoyable, and it gave me a real thirst to study. And I'd been thinking about studying something for a while. I really, really wanted to get back into study. So I was like, I looked at the MA and went, sod it. If I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it.
When? If not now, when? Yeah, exactly. I hope you keep enjoying it. You will. You'll love it. I hope.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I am loving it.
And I'm sure you'll see the benefits of it through your writing. Your writing will get, better and better. So
I'm hoping.
Not that it's not amazing anyway. So I was going to say, do you work alone or collaborate? But I know you work alone and collaborate, don't you? Because you've done lots of collabs. Well, we did one together with for the, are you like this with your memory, where because this year's been so crazy, you think, when was it? United Nations. Was that this year?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Like late January, early February, but it feels like
10 years ago.
It does, doesn't it? There's like this. That's something that I think's happened this year. Is like, we're not the only two. It's like post-COVID and like COVID and everything post-COVID seems like a lifetime away. It's really weird.
Oh, yeah, it is. Right. So January.
Yeah, January. And you just think all of this stuff that we've done, I've done the Festival of Thrift. We did the Hartlepool. I did a CIS network with International Women's Day with Diane and Sarah. And it's like, oh, well, it must have taken 3 or 4 years to do all of that. It hasn't.
No.
It's like
no. Oh my God. What are we going to be like when we let out, eh?
Ruling the world, Julie. Ruling the world.
I know. Is there anywhere that we can find your work, Caroline? Like online anywhere, or?
No.
I know you just got a poem out on visual verse.
Yes, I did, which I discovered. Yeah, I do. There's a poem on visual verse that I submitted. I was really pleased that that's online, actually. And I think a bit of my stuff is on with Churstin. Churstin's got a blog, hasn't she? Churstin
Yeah.
Luckin. So she's got a blog. Some of my stuff is on there. Obviously, I've got some stuff with Thrive.
Yeah.
I don't really have my own blog or my page. I have to admit, I'm still feel that I'm not in a place to do that.
Yeah. I don't think you need. I think that's a personal thing, isn't it? And when you've got enough work that you feel that you can put on there.
Yeah, I think if I was more published, like someone like Natalie or Churstin, then you might set yourself up because you've got a pamphlet or because you've got bookings. But right now I'm like, well, no, I've got a Facebook page. and
That, do you know what? Facebook is it's a great thing can get you, put your poems on there. That's a platform, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's something I have to work on as well, actually getting a bit more of my stuff on my Facebook page, I think.
What do the creative arts, why are they important to you personally and to the whole wide world?
Oh man, for me personally, I mean, the impact that all of this creative arts has had on my ability to deal with my mental health cannot be understated. It really can't, because like people and really nobody really labeled me as having depression for quite some time. It's actually it's been obviously going on for some time, but I haven't actually been given that label, as it were. And it took a long time for them to sit down and say to me, you have depression. And I kind of knew I had, but at the same time you kind of have to hear it, to actually get to it. And it just means that I've got an outlet that gives me a sense of self, a sense of belonging, a sense of place to be. I feel so much more stable, and I've got an outlet for that. And I think that's what the creative world does for you, though, as well, doesn't it? It gives, whether it's music, whether it's words, whether it's paintings, it's that outlet, that expression of you as an individual and how you're part of the world. And it gives you such a voice. And I work with secondary school kids, and for them it's just beautiful, the difference between the children who have arts in their life and the children who don't. It's almost tangible.
It is. And they're trying to stop that.
I know, it's just killer. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, that it's almost like the creative world is something dirty, that you get, it's not a proper job, and all of this kind of stuff. And you think, well, what you listen to music, you're reading books, you've got artwork on the wall, from the kitsch stuff that you find in hotel bloody bedrooms to like the stuff that you can go down the Tate and to go and see.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's all art. It's everywhere.
It's all art.
If you removed it, if suddenly you woke up one morning and it was all gone, we wouldn't be human anymore, would we? I mean, that is what it is to be human, as far as I'm concerned.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful way to put it. It is. Yay. And finally, Caroline, how's lockdown been? The first, the second, the third, whatever we're on now, I don't know. God, I've lost count.
I give up trying anymore.
How has it been for you?
Well, I guess it's, for me, I think I'm my family as a whole, my husband and my two kids, I think we've had it lucky. So I can't rant too much. It's been hard work, and on some cases, and I had to self-isolate the other week, and had to work from home, and I found that very frustrating. Couldn't go pick the kids up from school, all of that really quite hit me harder than lockdown itself. But then we have like a big house, we've got a big garden, so we were really lucky. I had to keep reminding myself, actually, you're lucky, because people in the cities, in flats and stuff like that, they don't have all of that. So we're quite lucky, and economically, again, we're all right, we're okay, and there are other people who aren't. I think it's just more artistically, everything just seems to have dried up. You know, without,
Well,
you know,
yeah.
that I was a real boost to come along to Shanti, and just you just like,
I know.
it was just like, oh, this is lovely. Yes.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just felt so
I know.
good.
I
And
know.
it's great that we've got Zoom and stuff, but it's not the same, is it?
It's not. But you know, as soon as we're allowed, we'll be back.
Oh yeah.
As soon as we get a light toward, that's it. Within a week, we'll be up, and because
Yeah.
I think it was really important for a lot of people, that wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, it's been difficult. It's been inconvenient. It's been frustrating. And sometimes, you know, what's been happening has just made me so bloody angry. You just don't know what to do. But realistically, yeah, I have to consider myself very lucky.
Yeah. How about creatively? Have you been more creative or less so?
I've really needed the MA to keep me.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yes, I think that's worked in my favor, because I've got that.
Yeah.
Until that started, I was kind of drifting. And of course, with the TWP, you know, you'd be out every week, and I'd made it my mantra, you know, you must go, you, no matter what, you've got to go, you've got to go.
Yeah.
And then it suddenly stopped. And it did, almost as soon as it stopped, I stopped.
Yeah. I think that's understandable though, you know, because it's a really strange situation, isn't it? And I think a lot of people have been super creative, and some people haven't been creative at all. And I think even if you're a creative person, sometimes you need life to be creative, don't you? I mean, you need to live life.
Yeah.
I think lockdown is not kind of living, it's just kind of existing, isn't it? So
it is. It's hard to be motivated or inspired if you can't.
Yeah. So I think be kind to yourself. It's
definitely.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to when I can get you on the stage again. That'll be fantastic.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've come out, like I said, my MA's come, you know, I've done some really nice work. Well, the last couple of the Orkney poems that I did.
Yeah, they were lovely.
I was really pleased with them. I was like, Jesus, even myself, when I finished them, I thought, they're good. They're good.
Yay. That's what we want. Confident women. Yes, man. Oh, say man, I'm going to ban that. Yes, woman.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. Right, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
I've got more Christmas stuff to do.
Do
you know what? Months of not doing anything, and me and Catherine are back at the cafe now with massive orders. Oh God, I can't believe how knackered we are.
Oh, bless you. Have you got any help?
It's just me and her. It's always just me and her.
Oh, do you need any help? Or you?
No, we just battens down and getting on with it. You know what I mean? So we'll be fine. It's good. It's good. It's people want it. So yeah. Anyway, have a lovely Christmas.
And you.
And a fantastic new year. And let's hope 2021 brings us some.
It's got to get better. I will see you in the new year.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, God, yeah.
No, I will see you in the new year.
Okay, have a lovely evening.
Right. And you, Merry Christmas, Julie.
You too. Thanks. Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Arthur.
He's been banned downstairs.
Say hi to him anyway if I can know him.
I will do. You take care of yourself, Julie.
You
Thanks,
too.
Darling.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.